All right, just back for another quick video to talk about sleep. So I know that for some of you who I've been talking to, sleep is kind of one of those issues where you're just if you're struggling to get a good night's sleep on a regular basis, then it really is an important piece of the puzzle. When you're trying to lose weight and get rid of body fat, sleep is super important. And what I've noticed is that most people really overlook it, and they really don't understand how important sleep is to make all of those weight loss and body fat loss goals happen. So a couple of things here now. If you feel like, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you're tossing and turning a lot, or if you're just having trouble getting to sleep, here's a few things that you can do. First and foremost, dim your lights at least 2 hours before you go to bed. And ideally, the time that you should be shooting for to go to bed, here I am like your mother or your father telling you what time you need to go to bed, right? But it's super important. Trust me when I say this. You really, at least 5 nights a week should be shooting for a bedtime. And I mean like being asleep no later than 10:30 p.m. It is super important because during your sleep, your body has this recovery window between 10:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. where physically and mentally your body needs to recover. Your body's also releasing hormones that help you to burn body fat during sleep. But if you shortchange the sleep, you shortchange the recovery process, and you shortchange that hormonal shifting. So you might not get it, which means that's why you have trouble losing the weight, and the body fat seems like it's stubborn, like it won't go away. So dim your lights at least 2 hours before bedtime. Use candlelight, right? Because the light, right? Light stimulates us. Light stimulates cortisol production, which is the hormone that's running wild all day long to keep us kind of doing the things we got to do. But when cortisol levels are up, it makes us alert. It makes us want to do things, right? So we can't sleep when cortisol levels are high. And stress is a big part of that too, but that will be a talk for another time. So we want to do what we can to kind of let ourselves know, let our bodies know that it's time to wind down. Another thing to do is make sure that you avoid any kind of stimulants, especially after 6 p.m. So things like desserts, especially things like caffeine, any kind of energy drinks, any type of stimulants. Make sure that you're avoiding those. And a big thing with caffeine, avoid that stuff as much as possible after 3 p.m. because caffeine has a half-life of 6 hours, meaning that if you have that, Starbucks at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because you hit that crash during the middle of the day, you're going to have that caffeine still pumping up your nervous system until 9 o'clock at night, which will make it very difficult for you to sleep, okay? Also, keep tabs on things that you want. If you're watching television, around bedtime, try not to watch anything that is really exciting, things that will really kind of, excite you, things that are really violent or really emotional or, that really draw you in and kind of create emotional reaction and thing out of you. So be careful with that because once you start getting ramped up like that, it's hard to wind back down, okay? So those are just 3 things. There's other things that you could do, but I think, try those things, try those 3 things I just said, or maybe just 1 or 2 of them, see how they work for you, and let me know. Give me some feedback and let me know how they work for you. And until next time, guys, have a great weekend, and take care.